and
Yeah,
how
I
that
wanted to wear
season
black.
is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. So James Madison's offense is on the field for the first time today. When your quarterback takes the field, you want him to look just like this guy, exuding confidence.
Yeah, the it factor. He's the man. Nobody questions it. Everybody on this team knows they've got his back, and he's the leader.
Everybody in this stadium also knows the offense goes as this guy goes. He has got to play well today.
They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And you hear about run blitz. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
And he breaks into the open. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
How nice is it as a quarterback that you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season and throughout your career, and it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much history.
One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season.
This side of the line is better
developing some of the new guys maybe that have joined them for the bowl practices.
I mean, you get 15-plus extra practices. You start to play and
just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Got it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down.
I was trying to throw him into the end zone, but I couldn't.
Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dukes.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Good job, guys.
He'll return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Owls offense will go to work for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game. Beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box.
I went through him.
These are the guys of the league.
Bro, come
on. Everybody organized and have to play well.
I went through him.
I get it that the game is the primary thing about going to a bowl, but there's so many festivities surrounding it, Jesse. What do you remember about something you experienced?
There was a lot of pageantry when I think back to the bowl games I played in, and you have functions, you get to visit a brand new city, generally in warm weather, you get to meet the other team, there's some friendly competition. The biggest thing that stands out to me is a street brawl against against the Miami Hurricanes. Bourbon Street getting ready for the Sugar Bowl. About 120 feet. Hard to forget that.
They'll throw it on first down. Trying to get to it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. And now on second down for this offense. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And a big return after the INT sets the offense for this possession.
There we go.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. And sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense.
James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. The give on the inside. They bring him down, and
we just can't get the edge. Man, they are fucking killing us there. Yeah, we can't get the fucking edge. Wow.
To get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Quickly complete. At the 45 on his way. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Yeah, he can't
We
get
see
the
another
edge.
catch by this guy.
He
This
just
defense
can't.
is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately
you know he's blowing through that guard. You know he is. So.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He works his
that was a
way
good stiff
down
arm.
to the 30-yard
Yeah,
line
because dude
before he
definitely
stopped a
put
gain
you
of
out there
3.
Now that's what you try to
figure
do
that
as a
out by
defense.
yourself.
Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
All right.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert third and short from the 30?
There you
Just
go.
outside the red zone as they
There it
pick
is.
up the first down.
Way to
They'll
get
smile at
that
the
first.
22.
Well, at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
He's got an open man. Touchdown, James Madison.
I went through the
Made
ref.
snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting
through
to
the
watch,
ref
they've got
into
guys
the
that
end
are
zone.
dangerous
It
after
worked
the
out.
catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, Dave, and puts you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not.
That was a good
You've seen
attempt at the
slow
wrap-up,
starts,
though.
but you
I
got to
do
continue to
appreciate
pick and pick and pick until you
going
find that
down
play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Second and very short here for the offense. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
Low.
Ripped off a huge chunk play on that.
Low. My guy, like,
before he steps out of bounds.
I'm really surprised.
They've got dudes all over the field that
because you're our
This is a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down.
Yeah, Flo is one of our faster guys.
He'll pull it on the read. Got the first down, looking for more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
If I was the play caller in this offense, I would dial up plays like that a little bit more often. I love the QB-designed run game, especially with this guy, because he's special in the open field. He can make people miss. He can show you speed, and he showed you on that big game right there.
They ran it on first down now on second.
I just want Randall in. I like Randall.
They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Takes it all the way down to the floor after making the grab, and they're set up. Kennesaw State has a chance.
I would say it would be really ridiculous for us to score.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Really ridiculous.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by the
I was going to say, like, you're actually kind of there.
The 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
At least try to
make nice job by the defense. They're tackling
the
you're there. Smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy.
Damn, they ain't even let me go in with a hand. I tried to beat the dude back there. I'm like, man, fucking put your hand in there.
So much needed momentum.
They're like, nah.
You gotta find something, right? Who are you gonna go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Yes, we did.
Reason to risk trying to feel
we got ball first. I remember him kicking into the end zone.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you play a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go deep across the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer now is on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem.
We really
can't score points and answer.
That's
you also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity.
Like, I don't want like 90 speed.
Give to the back. He picks up
but it's just the fact like I can't get around them at all.
And offenses want to continue.
That's what's really hurting.
Run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
He's got his man. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary.
Shit on the ground.
They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second.
Yeah, I mean, I can't.
First down,
11 attempts, 41 yards. Bro, I'm beating him.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
Well, way to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The middle of this defense,
yeah, because that was
not happening.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar line. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
To the air, it's Douglas. Using the
way to hold on. Way to hold on.
And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I thought you were going to drop that.
The defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Hope he catches it.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. On target. And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
And the offense has found a lot of success throwing.
Way to make that catch for us.
He's done a nice job working the middle of the field, winning his one-on-one matchups. And this quarterback really feels a good rhythm when he's looking his way.
You went past. I don't.
And I can't tell you how much I love
you going past the clock.
Being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space.
You got to safety
just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate.
If you're going to boot him outside, tell me.
You got to do a better job on the perimeter.
Like,
it's not going to be enough in this
if you're going to boot him outside, then like,
you
got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
It's complete on the right side.
I had R1. I had R1, but I ain't trusting to make that fucking. I ain't trust myself to make that fucking run. If I'm keeping it truly 100, I ain't trust myself to make that
guy working out of the slot so far. Man coverage has been tricky. He's beaten them in zone. You might want to think about bracketing him where you've got a defender on the outside and the inside to see if you can force the quarterback to go somewhere else with the ball.
The Dukes will
crack
snap
down,
it
get
on
outside
1st
of
and
here.
10.
Shit. They're back. There it is.
Past the sticks and still on his feet. Touchdown, Dukes!
Oh, so that lineman, bro, that tackle, that guard has no fucking awareness. That motherfucker almost ran, like it started blocking me.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
All right.
Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say,
can anyone catch him?
I was going to say, bro, like, y'all, like,
from everybody on that one. A huge
I really can't
play.
stress
Breaking up a drive like that can really
defense
get you going.
line, y'all
down from the 44.
Y'all really got to make some stops up here, baby. Like, I need y'all.
He wants to throw. They're bringing heat. And they got him for the sack.
Well, that defender just was better.
No help from Nash.
Great job beating
You
the
sorry,
offensive
bitch.
line to get to the QB.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes
Nash.
up with a sack.
Can I get a play?
Going to the ground.
Yeah, there it is, there it is.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
There it is.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch.
Way to force him up in the pocket.
And the ball's out, and they're after it. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
And those are so frustrating when you're deep.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
I mean, I think he was down.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call.
Yeah, it's a sack.
Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. What a good mix.
No, I would trust him.
Like,
I would trust the linemen if they
Reese,
block.
they don't know if it's run or if it's
They don't
pass.
block, so.
They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
There we go,
So
baby.
this next drive, David, I think you keep
Way to
running
lube him
the
up, baby.
football
Way to
because
lube
that
him
sets
up.
up
Let's
play
run
action,
the
sets up
rock.
RPO game, and then you
That was a
keep
good
this
run.
defense
That was a
up.
good run.
Big
I'm proud of
play
you.
to start this drive. Now
Good run.
they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll give it to him again. Shakes off the defender.
Well, so yeah, go tight on that corner because they're expecting you to go outside now.
On first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
I mean,
That kind
we
of
haven't
pickup
done
on
this play.
first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short.
Good job,
On the
team.
ground, it's Russell.
Oh, that's
And he
oh
could
shit,
not
Russell.
get
My
loose on the
bad,
run.
boss.
Defense thinks
I
to
didn't
run
even
all the
notice
way,
his
and you
back.
can tell they sell
didn't-
out. They
Russell
stuff the
flagged
run.
all
Now
the
it's
way.
3rd and short.
That's
They
my
run
bad,
again.
Russell.
You're gonna force
You
them
ain't
to
that
pass
guy.
the
You
football.
ain't that type of back. That's
Looking
on
to
me.
throw for it. Got his
Wait,
man
hold on.
quickly. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
I do
And
want to
the
get other
defense
people
brought the
involved.
blitz on 3rd down, trying to see if they
Yeah.
could rattle the quarterback. But how about the
Well,
poise?
they keep
He knew where
leaving
his
the
answer
fucking
was.
middle
He
wide
didn't
the fuck
panic
on
or
this
freak
play.
out. He just went through his progressions,
There it is.
picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
Pulls it in. It's Knight. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with him because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
Let's say, way to make that catch.
Less than a yard to go to pick up
all
the
right,
first
so
down.
you're probably going to lose yards here because he's going to crash over Gideon.
The give to the tailback. They bring him down.
Yeah,
and
they
he's gonna
fucking.
lose a yard on
Damn.
that one.
Well, this defense obviously knows they
Damn.
have to be able to stop the run down in the second half if they're going to win this game. You wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime. Maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of
Way to
scrimmage
get that fucking speed there.
Just plowing ahead.
Yeah, he got that. He got that acceleration.
But a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And with that run, he goes over 100 yards.
Russell, you'll probably be open on this play.
They wanted to force feed him the football.
They haven't
knew
been
to
covering
win the
him.
game, they were going to have to establish the running game and be the more physical team in the trenches. You turn around and give this guy the ball,
God.
good things generally happen.
He came over with a vengeance. He said, "Fuck you, bitch."
And you use these running
Oh,
backs
God.
so much in the
I'm
passing
sorry.
game now. You expect them to
That
make
lets
those
you up
plays for you,
fucking
to make
drive.
those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
Gets it out quickly. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Good.
This dude is putting up numbers. He just cracked the 150 mark in receiving yards.
Man, he's a weapon, Reese. He runs routes. He's fast. He's great with the football in his hands, and he can line up in a lot of different spots and run the entire route tree. I mean, what can't this guy do?
Snowed under by the defense. They keep
I don't
pushing
really
forward.
like it on
Now
this.
back
I
to
should have
work
done it on that
second and
side,
goal from
but
the 6.
oh man, you were really trying to get it. I saw you. I saw you try it. I saw you try to get it, man.
And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it
All
in the end
right,
zone.
you two are my best linemen. So if I can't run behind you two, what the fuck am I supposed to do?
Right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Go straight ahead. Not only the 4th and goal stop.
Tight end, though. The tight end gave it up.
Line. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Now on the counter. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
So as a defensive guy, they line up in a formation. You know they're heavy on one side. And then all of a sudden, boom, 2 guys pull, and they go the other direction. So you can't really load up and play that. That counter keeps you off balance as a defense and makes you really be honest.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Comes out throwing on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
All right, pistol spread. Let's go 4-3. 4-3 slant.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. No return coming. He'll call for the
He can't throw that far. No.
Just a few seconds remaining here
No,
as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback changing the plays at the line.
I don't think it's going to work, but...
Trying to start the drive with a pass.
Oh, wow. That dude got chipped, and that got him wide open. That's wild. Oh, wow. He literally got chipped in coverage. That's nuts.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target.
Shit, I may get lost and drafted. This is awesome.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the returner will be brought down. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Reese, thanks. Talk about an entertaining first half. And always such a fun and vibrant environment there at the New Orleans Bowl.
And the Dukes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half.
Hold it down, baby.
He'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. While that first half certainly wasn't what they had in mind, maybe a big comeback is in the offing here in bowl season.
Yeah, I think that's a nice way of saying they were awful in the first half. They were terrible. In bowl games, you wonder about motivation. One thing I know, they were clearly not motivated.
No, they didn't look focused at all in that first half, David, but this is a team that has a ton of talent. If they can put it here together in the second half, they can close the season out with an exclamation point.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to the back. Keeps the legs moving.
Good tackle.
He's now up to 71 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. Kennesaw State right back to work. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield.
Because if you don't let him catch it, you at least got to make the fucking tackle.
Kennesaw State coming out with another first down.
That's my thing. If you're going to let him fucking do that, you got to
on the ground. It's blue.
You got to at least make the
tackle. That's a really good job by the defense. Wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional. Put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The give. Bulls his way forward.
Way to be there, Randall. Way to be there.
Solid form tackle from this sophomore. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking to the big tight end.
Man, they really fucking played me. I didn't want to be Galvin. I wanted to be the other guy.
It's a 1st and 10.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job.
Wow, he really dropped that. That helped us out, guys. We were not ready.
It just squirted right through his fingers, and they missed an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. The play action fake. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls. A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw.
Well, I've stopped doing zone because what ends up happening, especially with this team, is they just watch the guy catch the ball and then they try to make the tackle. Like they don't actually like defend the area of the zone. And so, for me, I'm like, well, if you're not going to defend the area of the zone, why the fuck are we playing in zone? Yeah, that's my thing. Like, you're not going to defend the area of the zone. Why the fuck are we playing zone?
Jesse did love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
Right.
And you're just starting, man. Making that big play.
I'll say that sounds about right. It's about that time. You can't finish a fucking full game. I really, really need him to do better. Actually, I gotta think about this shit right here. Because sophomore, junior. Okay, cool. Yeah, like
good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right.
He just like, bro, like it's
almost
much on
first down. It's 2nd and 9.
It just makes me mad because you can't finish the game. What the fuck am I supposed to do?
He's right on target.
Yeah.
And the defense had that
like,
one well.
If you can't finish the game, what the fuck
are
we supposed to do?
Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting
no, seriously, like, if he can't finish the game,
that I can move around,
I can't
put in motion,
that
I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him.
And he intercepts it. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I tried to go under, and he was already under, so I couldn't go under.
Telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go
that's
back to
fine.
work.
That's fine.
There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Ooh, I was about to say, I'll go up. I'll climb. Bro, like, you making me throw a pick, I can fucking, man. Bro, let me at least get one back. Shit.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it.
Why is he so far back off him, though? Like, that's my thing. Like, yeah, like he's so far off him. Like,
scored another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Yeah, that's my only question. Like, why are you so far back off?
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
All right, well.
James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw this drive.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Douglas. Pulls it in. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
No, I like
30. It'll be 3rd and short.
I like Gideon running this route just because he's fast. Moss is a big target.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to throw on 3rd. Snagged in the middle. It's Moss. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Moss is a big target. So
really nice job there by the
if he catches it, he's
understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find
he's just a big target.
Working into a soft
big guy.
Spot. Get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
To the ground with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a minute. They put
I'm really just trying to burn clock, honestly.
Usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
On second down, he'll fire. Zings it complete to the right.
I think he got the first. I think y'all playing him.
A little bit short of the first down.
I think he got the first. I think y'all playing him.
Matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude. Dead ass. I really do think he got the first. I think y'all are playing him.
Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
No, the tackle sucks. The guard kind of sucks
the
too.
Defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Shows him the stiff arm. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, this defense is on its heels right now, especially trying to stop the run. They're just not being physical enough. They give up another run right there for a first down. Someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. The Dukes are moving quickly down the field.
Burn the clock.
And the freshman does a great job using his technique.
Yeah, I mean, I tried to.
At this point in the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows that.
I'm just trying to burn
He's going back. He's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He makes the connection. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And the Dukes with the 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run.
Yeah, y'all did not, like,
he's knocked down in the back.
y'all did not even block the right dude. Like, not at all. Like, I saw him.
Right to the ball carrier.
I'm like, are they going to hit him? They're like, no.
Push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free. Gilman making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Got his man on the right. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
This offense is not letting up.
Yeah, I'm gonna
They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots.
Right over
They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Douglas.
Oh, I was going to say, catch him rebound. Like, he fucking... Yeah, once he hit it, he should... I was going to say, catch it off the fucking
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach. Because
yeah,
I know
normally,
he believes
like,
in his
shit,
guys to go
it'd be happening to me.
4th down and pad the lead. But if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
Makes the catch past the sticks. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Dukes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Bring in the extra beef. It's goal line. I know what I'm going to get. I know what I'm going to do. We're going to be bigger, stronger at the point of attack.
All right, they got 2 minutes. We know they run a full offense. Well, let's fucking play some fucking pass defense. Jesus. I did a little bit shorter just to make him come out.
He'll start the return inside his 5.
I was
nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
9 package.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Now
Time
they need to
package.
put something together to
I
answer
hate
that
when they
last
fucking
score.
auto.
There's a lot of
do
pressure,
rush.
too,
I
on this
hate time
offense to
rush.
have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's
There
the
you go,
difficulty
Timmy.
being a play caller.
Give me
Like, I have to
normal.
balance
Give me
all
normal
of those
time.
things.
There
My
you go.
defense is a little bit tired. I
Normal
can't get on the
time.
field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to
time.
process and
Cover.
get through.
Set up for second and short after that completion. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. Danny can't escape, and down he goes. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got him downfield. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious.
Right.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
The short hands. It's Ashley. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I was going to say, like, remember, this is about he has to throw downfield at some point.
This offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Still in the pocket and fires over the middle. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
Ferguson, you're actually one of our faster players. So like, you getting cooked like that is actually really problematic.
They want to just keep throwing it. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score.
Let's recover this kick.
How do we get this stop? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Way to recover. Way to recover.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call the situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
So they call the timeout, right?
Listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
That's what you expect
make them waste
from
their
a
timeout.
senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Make them waste their timeout.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Ball at the 31, third and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Fast motion from the offense. They turn to the passing game on third and short. He finds his
sure hands, baby.
Really
sure hands, baby.
Throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
The Dukes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the run. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Well,
we're secure the bag.
Plays left in this season. Also
got a good fucking bowl game win. Let's go JMU.
Yeah, they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Love working with you guys. Love being in the booth. Love covering these football games.